Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career. And that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that. And even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Nifty. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A first down carry by Elliott. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. A dump off to Elliott. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago. And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game. From the 29, Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option. You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it. Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. from 10 yards out. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Inside give to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this run.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott now.
Left side to Lamb. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So now Dak Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Jackson. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Jackson throwing once more. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. This one caught by Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
They're just going to run it here up the middle. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
off the play fake. Prescott.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, they were second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken at the 46.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is caught by Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Tackle by Darrell Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the counter, Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Micah Parsons from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
It's hot.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. To throw is Jackson. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson back to Gibson and another catch. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Prescott from the gun. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave them now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke because, all right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Throw right side complete to Dodson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gibson again.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jackson.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Jackson. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Throwing, Jackson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he's into the clear. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Commanders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.